Guys, I'm back. All right, so I figured something out. It looks like this thing's running jittery no matter what, so it's not actually the stream that's messing it up. It's my computer. There's just something wrong with my computer. So I don't know what that means. I don't know why that's messed up. A voice changer is not active. Why? Why would that be? There we go. Voice changer is now active. Weird. My software just likes to reset itself every so often. But yeah, this is... Oh, shit! See? So, we need to play detective. We need to use the power of the Goog. The power of the Goog? What Goog? The Goog with the power. What power? Alright. So I'm definitely live, right? You guys are here? I'm here. Alright, so, Premiere... Pro... what's this called? Jittery... Why is that making booty-doop sounds when I type? Jittery playback. How to fix choppy playback. Let's see what this guy says. Yay, I'm live. And it's a commercial.
Hey man, the deadline for the
Bye-bye. I'm awesome. Look at my tutorials. All right, let's get to the info.
Open up a project, a brand new project, and I just want to show you guys
Good sound quality, buddy.
problem, and then we'll get into the solution.
All right, tell me the solution.
Okay, so we're going to open up a new project.
Is this my problem?
And just for the sake of simplicity, we're not going to do anything to the settings. I'm going to show you one way to do this. I'm going to just hit OK. Yes, confirm the overwrite. It's just untitled.
All right.
We'll just leave it as it is.
All
Okay,
right.
so now we have our thing over here. I have some footage already ready to go.
Uh-huh. Show me your
Let's just
footage.
drag it and drop it.
That sounds dirty.
Support it.
Importing files.
So now, let's
Look
pull this
familiar?
over to the timeline. And I am just going to hit play. And the first thing that you notice, okay, there's no sound on here, but generally what happens is that the audio will keep going, but then the footage itself will be really choppy. And it'll be
Uh-huh. So what's the solution?
a total mess. Oh, well, that's completely unworkable. You really want to edit stuff in that low of quality, and it's not even, it's still stuck. Okay, so here is one thing that you could do.
Tell me, buddy.
Is
What's the
you
one thing I can do?
All right, first, let's go back to full quality real quick. Okay, so I'm going to delete this off my timeline. So you want to right-click on it. Want to go to proxies, create proxies.
Create proxy.
Okay, the settings that is best to use for most camera setups. And
That's what I was looking for.
YouTube
Okay, hold on. Close this project. I knew something like that was somewhere. I don't know why it's doing this now, though, because this was not a thing for me originally. Some serious footage. All right, this is the everything. Okay, modify. Where was it? Create something. Create proxies. Where was it? Speed duration. Open source monitor. Set profile. Which one was it? Source settings. Nothing? I clicked it. Let me double check what he clicked. What did you click? You clicked.
Okay, so I'm going to delete this off my timeline. So you want to right-click on it. Want to go to proxies.
Okay, right click and go to proxy. It was just proxy. Okay. Create proxy. All right, then what?
Create proxies. Okay, the settings that is best to use for most camera setups, now especially if you're doing something for YouTube or a general video, H.264 works the best. Even if you didn't shoot an H.264, as you can see, this is an MOV file.
All right.
And the preset I like to use is 1280 by 720.
Okay. All right.
So I think that's a good baseline for where I want to be at.
Tell me more.
You hit OK. Okay, so now what you notice is that encoder opens up. And this will encode the files.
Nope, didn't happen.
And this will create a proxy. So basically what a proxy is it creates a lower resolution file of the file that you're working with. So
All right, let's see. Oh, it's now it's working. Creating proxy jobs. Okay, then what? So it did happen.
that way you can edit it and not really have to worry about using such large files, which will really bog down the system. Okay, so we're going to wait for it. It's analyzing frame by frame. Okay, so as soon as that's done rendering, what you want to do now is you want to go up to sequence. You want to set up the sequence settings. These are the settings that I use. Okay, I like to go into 1080p square pixel for YouTube videos.
All right, so sequence settings grayed out. I can't do it. It will not work. Did I miss something? Oh, I might not be clicked on the right thing. There we go. Sometimes in this program, if you're clicked on a different box, the settings that you need don't pop up. All right, so he likes AVCHD. Where was it?
Into
Square pixel.
Square pixel.
AVHD, 1080p, anamorphic.
For YouTube videos.
Oh, not anamorphic. What am I doing? Square pixel. Yeah. I hear you.
And then after that, I will set it up to
Not redirect path.
23.976 frames per second. Standard
Why?
movie frame rate. I'm going to set this up here.
Really?
Do that.
Is that just
Okay.
for display?
Everything's good. I'm going to uncheck that.
Okay, so hold on. That's weird. Composite or linear color. I don't know why he chooses that. You would want... I wonder if it outputs at a higher frame rate, if this is just displaying it?
Okay, and then I'm going to hit OK. Alright, so now I'm going to move it onto the timeline. Alright, so over here it says it doesn't match the sequence settings. We know this. We did this on purpose. So we're going to go keep existing settings, and then we're going to drag this back to the beginning, hit play.
Alright, let's see. No, it's still doing it. Watch.
Shifted into what I'm calling podcast professor because
This is not the same
and
problem.
The other hosts on the
You have to
Robots
trust him
Radio
at this point.
Network have been doing well with our shows. We launch our shows. I launch my show.
Okay, that's not the issue. You know what else could be doing this? Wallpaper engine. Let me turn that off.
Show back in my first show. Well, not my first show. My first.
Nope. All right, so that's not it. How to fix video playback lag. Playback lag. Choppy starting playback. Timeline preview. This seems like it would be one of those things that should just work. Yeah, that's not it. Where's playback stutter? All right. Let's try changing display mode. Playback settings. Desktop display mode at the bottom right. Options for playback. All right. So, project menu. I don't see project menu. Is this the project menu? Maybe. Project settings, then general. There's so many menus in this program. don't see project settings. View area. Oh, that's not what I want. Project settings. Project settings. General. Yep, this is it. This is what I messed with. Playback settings. Desktop display mode. Playback settings. There's no desktop display mode. Display the project item name and label color for all instances. Find it in the display. General playback settings. Project settings, general playback settings. Project settings, general. Yeah, this is an old answer. At the bottom of the dialog box. Options for playback settings in preview on a television monitor. Alright, maybe I should be searching a different version of this. There was a video card driver update that came out. Yeah, the things that work should just work. Never do. You'd think this is like one of those like fundamental. If this doesn't work, then this program I can't really use it. I mean, I can, but I can't really. All right. Here, let's do this. Let's update my graphics card settings. My graphics card drivers. Sometimes programs like Premiere will update, and I know that a new driver came out. Oh, I already have the latest. It already installed itself. So that can't be it. All right. Then reset your workspace and or drag the application preview monitor over the primary monitor. See if that helps. Nope. And 2.0 preview quality was set to automatic. This caused jittery playback in 3.0. Highest the preview plays fine. All right. I'm going to close this project. No, I'm not going to save it. We're going to open project 2. Where was it? This one. Because at least that one fills the screen. I don't know. I'll have to fix that later. All right. He's talking about display mode, composite video, comparison view, alpha, multi-camera, and audit. Yeah, none of that helps. High quality playback. I take them through an entire. It's like. Yeah. See, I didn't change anything with this either. All right. So let's search. Choppy during editing. That's Premiere Pro CC. This is a few years old though. Skip the message. All right. 4K footage. Some people having problems with smooth playback. Here's my total. Make everything playback smoother solutions chart. You can try rolling back to an earlier video driver. All right. So maybe it is the new updated driver. Add Premiere in NVIDIA Control Panel as an application for discrete GPU. All right. Let's try that. This is why this stuff can take forever. So do you guys watch any good shows? And has anyone seen The Joker yet? That came out this weekend, right? How do we do that? Application for discrete GPU. Developer. Performance counters. I don't even know what that is. Multiple displays. Activity. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what that is. Maybe we just move on to the next one. Image settings with preview. Manage 3D settings. Configure surround physics. Yeah, none of that is what I need. Let's make sure that yeah, this is still my primary monitor. This is a TV, actually. I have across the room. This is my setup. Pretty crazy. All of that seems fine, though. G-Sync is enabled. That shouldn't have any effect on it. Desktop size. All this stuff is fine. Use video player settings. I'm wondering if there's something I can turn on and off here. Nope. All right, we're going to skip that one. Deleting all preference clean media cache files also in roaming folder. Composite view during trim is turned off. Reference monitor is also closed. It will help. So, okay, composite view during trim is turned off. Composite view during trim. This said composite video. Mark out, add marker. Safety margin magnification. Camera preview monitor. This is a pain in the butt, guys. I wonder if I just uninstalled and reinstalled it, if it would work better. I don't know. Set preferences. Audio hardware in default input to none. We can try that. Nobody saw a Joker? Oh, this is not working. Oh, that should not be. All right, let's try that.
Like a 9-page document I do.
That was
the
it.
kind of thing that you would spend thousands of...
We figured it out. It was trying to pull input from the camera, but the camera's not on. Holy crap. All right. Well, now we can set it to what it should be. Audio hardware. It should be pulling from microphone voice mod. That's what it should be pulling from. No, don't help. No help. I don't need help. Screw you. Help. All right. And it should still work.
dollars for a marketing firm
Yes!
to present
We did it.
to you. And so it's
only
worth
took
my
us like
time
an
to
hour.
do it, to put it together, because the shows that I bring on the network, I want to be as good as they possibly can.
Okay.
And in doing this work,
Now that we got that done, I need to go pee. I will be right back. I'm going to let
working
this
for a
play. I'll be right back.
marketing firm, having some successful shows myself, I've learned a lot about what works and what doesn't, because as you guys know from tuning into my streams and just listening to the show, I am not afraid to just try stuff and see what happens. And as soon as I realize that something isn't working or something is working, then I either double down on it or I get rid of it. So I've learned a lot. Let's just say it that way. I've learned a lot. So this episode, because merchandise, yay, maybe. I don't know what that says, Pie, what that means, Pie Man. All right, so because the other hosts weren't able to join me for the show today, I thought I would open it up and do a Q&A episode with you guys, because I get a lot of questions. I get lots of questions about what to do with podcasts, how to start podcasts, how to market the podcasts, what content you should do, and those kinds of things. So I have some questions that we pulled from some of you guys, and a lot of you are in the Twitch stream right now or on YouTube watching. And these questions I'm going to start with, and I will address each in turn. And then once I get through the questions that were already sent, then feel free to send some questions to me in chat, and I will address those questions as well. I have a feeling some of the stuff I'm going to go through in answering these questions will both answer questions and probably raise some other questions. So that's going to be the format. So here we go. Lex actually sent a few different questions in Discord. And the first question, and this is a good question to address when you were first starting out, because when I started podcasting 3 or 4 years ago, I started with a Dungeons and Dragons show. I had no idea what it would cost. And the question here is, how much does podcasting usually cost? So the cost of podcasting all comes down to a number of things that you need in order to get off the ground. The biggest thing used to be hosting.
All right. I'm back. Yay. Yes. All right. Let's see. All right. That was the first question, right? That's part of why I wanted it to run. I don't remember exactly where that started.
Podcasting usually cost.
All right. Let's go back here.
The questions that were already sent, then feel free to send some. Go through in answering these questions. We'll both answer questions and probably raise some other questions. So that's going to be the format. So here we go. Lex actually sent a few different questions in Discord.
right.
And the
Almost.
first question, and this is a good question.
The first question, and this is a good question. That's where we want to start it. So, I wish Adobe would, all their shortcuts would work at the same time. I'm nauseous, I'm dying, she ripped my heart right out. Oh, Wolves, I'm sorry, buddy. That sounds like terrible, terrible times. Take a deep breath, drink some water. The world will reform itself eventually. But not right now. And that's okay. All right. Let's see. So, we've got this moment here. There's a few different ways we can do this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim it like that. I'm going to delete these. I'm going to move it down to the beginning. So, do I want an intro? I guess that's the question. These are going to be quick little snippets of information, and I think I do. I think I do want an intro. I think I want the gates that close, so I need to pull that up. Look at all this stuff I make. So I want this to be... where's the gates closing thing? I should organize this stuff because I've got a lot of stuff now. This one. This is it. Nope, not all of those things, just the one. All right. Nope, over there. You're coming with me. All right, so let's see what this looks like if I just drop it in here.
Question to address when you were first starting out, because you don't. When I started podcasting,
Why is that not transparent? That's a problem. Because MP4s are not transparent. Which one did I use on the other video that was transparent? All right, here's what I'm going to do. Since we're not too far along in this, I'm going to close the project. No, I'm going to close project. Undo that. What? Ah, crap. No, don't save it. I'm going to restart it. Hopefully that window reopens, because I've never closed that before to know where to find to reopen it. These programs are so complex. So freaking complex. All right. So we're going to open up the template. That one we don't need. So this is one I did previously. They're good. It opened back up. All right. This is one I did previously. Edit stuff in. Okay. This has the ending. That's the ending that I want. And this one has a bunch of stuff on it that I don't need anymore, including these. But what I want is this. This guy here. So I don't need this. I do need that. I don't need that or that or that or that. I need that. I don't need that. Okay. So we're clean. We're clean, friends. These pipes are clean. I don't even remember the name of that movie. It was dumb. All right. So we're going to move this down to the beginning. And then we're going to drag and drop. We're going to go back here to downloads. Nope. To downloads. And we're going to drag and drop this guy in here. And we're going to square this up here. And we're going to see what this looks like. Okay, right when that opens is when that other video needs to be in.
A robot boat!
A robot boat. Liam Neeson, you straight killed a robot boat. Tech, welcome back, buddy. Nope. Still needs to be earlier. Somewhere about there is good.
so as I was saying, this is normally a.
There we go. That's working. That's working. Okay, this needs to be bigger. So scale to frame size. That works. All right, one more time.
So as I was saying, this is normally a episode of Robots Rounds.
All right, good. Now we need to find the part that we wanted to clip to, which was about 2 minutes and something in.
Because you don't. When I started So here we go. Lex actually sent a few different
Okay, close.
questions in Discord. And the first question, and this is...
All right, so that's what we want. We want the first question.
And the first...
Okay, we don't really need the and.
The first question...
Yep, right there. See the dip in the audio? That was the and that was the first question. The first question, I think. So let's see if that sounds right.
The first question, and this is a good question to address.
There we go. All right. So this is what we need to line up with about here somewhere.
The first question...
Nope. Further down. About here.
The first question, this is a good question to address when you were first starting...
I don't even need to say the first question because these are standalone. Started with day with your scream and now ending it with your stream. Oh, with my stream. Hey, we're capping the day, dude. That's awesome.
Question. This is a good question to... This is a good... This is a... This is a good... This is a good...
There, right there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to unlink these and I'm going to drop the audio to there. So the video is there.
This is a good question to address when
Boom.
you were first starting out, because you don't... When I started podcasting 3 or 4 years ago, I started with a Dungeons & Dragons show. I had no idea what it would cost. And the question here is, how much does podcasting usually cost?
How much does podcasting usually cost?
The cost of
Make a
podcasting
note.
all comes down to
These are
a
some of my
number of things
plans.
that you need
Add a new
in
note.
order to get off the ground. The biggest
How
thing
much
used to be
does
hosting.
podcasting
You
usually
used to be
cost?
able to, or used to have to, host your show on either an
Morgana.
expensive
Welcome.
podcast host like
We're
Blueberry,
editing-
or there's another.
We're editing a video and it's a chill night and we're just hanging out. You know what? You guys want to play basketball? Here, you can play basketball. Basketball. There you go. Play some basketball while I edit.
Number of other ones. There's some really big ones out there that cost upwards of $100 a year or more, depending on your expected volume of downloads. And that was,
No,
for
nobody
some
wants to play
people,
basketball.
$100. You just don't always have $100 to throw at something that you don't know is going to
Okay.
work. The benefit of going with somebody like Anchor right now is that you can do it for free. Now, that opens up some other conversations.
Sure, what's your favorite adult
Spotify
beverage?
has purchased Anchor. Spotify.
My favorite adult beverage. That's a good question. I think Soul's the only one playing. That's fine. That's a good question, Nest. You know, I'm not super picky. A really good, like, Captain and Coke. Like a Captain and Coke, like a Cherry Coke. Captain and Cherry Coke. I know that sounds dumb, but that's good enough for me, man. I'm not a big beer guy. I like mixed drinks. I don't know. I can go with that.
Might be doing things with Anchor or might not. So make sure you back up your content so you can re-release it if for some reason Anchor goes away, because it's a free platform. But for right now, if you're starting out a new
You're my
show,
guy. You like that
remove
too?
that cost. Get rid of that $100 extra cost. Don't try to host it through your website. That is another option, but it will buckle down the website with traffic from people listening to the shows rather
Love.
than people going to your website for what the website is actually for.
I'm
So I
gonna
wouldn't
lower
recommend
this.
recommend that as either. So start with
Bounce the
something
stream
like
out a little
Anchor,
bit.
Get some shows out there. See if that's working, and if you decide to move to another location, you can always do that. You can always transfer your show from one place to another. So to get back to the question, cost. Number one thing, hosting. If you go with
Okay,
something
do I
like
want to edit that part out?
so there's the benefit of that. So get rid of that right away.
I think I might.
2, your equipment.
All right, so now that we've re-listened to that, I go on for like 2 minutes almost about Anchor.
Other ones, there's some really big ones out there that cost people to, or used to have to, host your show on either an expensive podcast host like Blueberry or there's a number of other ones. There's some really big ones out there that cost upwards of $100 a year or more, depending on your expected volume of downloads. And that was, for some people, $100. You just don't always have.
You love
$100 to
Coca-Cola?
throw at something that you don't know is going to work. The benefit of going with somebody like Anchor.
All right, so we can start cleaning this up. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make jump cuts. You didn't know is going to work. Boom. Boom. Edit this down. Oh, they're not linked anymore. Relink. Link. All right, see this dead space? Don't need it. People want information and they want it fast. So we edit it out, we move.
The benefit of going with somebody like
See that?
Anchor right now is that you can do it for free. Now,
You can do it for free. That's my whole point about Anchor.
free.
Other stuff is extra. If you want it, listen to the whole episode.
Now, that
This is where
opens
we're
up some
going.
other conversations spot. So make sure you back up your content.
Don't need to know about that.
But for right now, if you're starting out a new show, remove that cost. Get rid of that $100 extra cost. Don't try to host it.
All right, here we go. Seems like a good place to get back in. Boom.
Remove that
See if it flows.
that you can do it for free. Remove that cost. Get rid of
It
that
does.
$100 extra cost. Don't try to host it through your
The
website.
Walmart
There's
story?
another option, but it will buckle down the website with traffic from people listening to the shows rather than people going to.
No, we don't need to go into that.
Remove that cost. Get rid of that $100 extra cost. Don't try to host it through your website.
Okay, so we don't need to talk about hosting a website because that's kind of a secondary related thing. It was helpful for the long form stuff, but not for the short form stuff. And that ends
It will buckle down the web
not there,
from people listening for what the website is actually for.
not there.
So, start with something like Anchor. Get some shows out there. See.
Okay, maybe right there. This is, dude, now we're moving. Look at this. Making so much more progress once I got everything running smooth. Want to hear what? Did you say free? Yeah, free. Free. Want to hear what? What do I want to hear? The Walmart story? Oh, do you have a Walmart story? Yeah, for sure.
Cost. Start with something like Anchor. Get some shows out there. See if that's working, and if you decide to move to another location, you can always do that. You can always transfer your show from one place to another. So to get back to the question, cost. Number one thing, hosting.
All right. So how do we want to edit this?
Move to another. Get some shows out there. See if that's working, and if you decide to move to another location, you can always do that.
Okay, I feel like that's a good place to stop that.
Cost. Number one thing, hosting.
So number one thing, hosting.
Number one thing, hosting. If you go with somebody like Anchor, it's free. So there's the benefit of that. So get rid of that right away. 2.
Okay, I start counting, so I need to include some of the counting.
Do that. Number one thing, hosting. If you go with somebody like Anchor, it's
Okay, we already made that point.
2.
Number one thing, hosting. 2, something else.
Number one thing, hosting.
And then, boom, 2. Right?
Do that. Number one thing, hosting. 2, your equipment. Your equipment is going to be either.
2.
Your equipment is going to be.
It's going to be what? I have a feeling I'm cutting it here.
Either free, because you already have.
Nope. Up. There we go.
Be either free, because you all. Equipment is going to be either free because you already have the equipment, or you're going to have to invest in it. Equipment is a tricky topic, I guess we could say, because invest in it.
All right, these little pauses I can edit out. People can understand spoken conversation faster than we can think about saying things. In fact, you can listen to podcasts, and I do this a lot of times on shows where people speak more slowly at like 50% faster speed, double speed, and you can still totally understand it. So if I'm looking to get through informational content, I will speed up the podcast. If it's for entertainment reasons, maybe not. It depends on what mood I'm in too. But I'm not going to speed up how I'm talking in here, but I am going to cut out a lot of the in-between stuff. All right, so some of the Bethesda says Walmart is the only spot for digital. Oh, yeah, yes, I do remember this. Yeah, you did tell me about this. Yeah, dude, that's messed up.
Invest in it. Equipment is a tricky topic, I guess we could say, because if you're going with something you already have, if you're going with a headset, and mine's over on the shelf over there, then you already...
All right, so cut this.
Then you already have a headset.
Do we want to do the...
If you're going with something you already have, if you're going with a... Then you already have a headset, but chances are you're gaming...
How do I want to do
If
this?
you're going with something you already have, if you're going with a headset, and mine's over on the shelf over there,
That's fine.
then you...
I don't need the in the swallow.
Then you already have a headset.
Oh, the already happened. All right, so we're going to back it up to here.
Mine's over on the shelf over there. Then you already have a headset, but chances are your gaming headset or your VoIP headset or whatever it is that you happen to have in your home or at work that you can bring home to use is probably not the highest quality. It's probably not the thing that you really absolutely want to use for a podcast. Because as we get into stuff later with some of the other questions.
Okay, don't need to talk about other questions. I'm going to trim that out.
Because as we get into stuff later with some of the other questions.
Screw Walmart.
The quality of your show.
The quality of your show. That's good.
Want to use for a podcast. The quality of your show is extremely important, especially in 2019. So you can start with just your phone or just a headset, but I would recommend if you get any source of income that you can invest in a microphone, in just whatever microphone will be better than the one on your headset. That is an extremely good place to put your money into.
Hey, do you sometimes put special effects in your videos? I'm just curious. I'm not particularly good at that yet. I would love to do that when it makes sense. Sometimes, I mean, what I can do in my videos, that's actually a really good question. What I can do in my videos is pop up images and move images around and scale them and do a little bit of text animation and those kinds of things. But I haven't been doing video as much as I've been doing audio, so I'm not as good at it. It's something I want to get better at, but that's a really great question. I can take videos and blend them and things. I'd really love to be able to do After Effects type videos and have like really cool animations and things like that happen. Sometimes, like, you know, when like a logo appears and disappears, things like that. But what I can do right now is very minimal because I'm more of an audio. I have more of an audio background than a video background. But I'm learning. I'm getting better at it. I sit across from a guy at work who does a lot of that stuff and is continuing to learn more. And he does all sorts of cool stuff in After Effects. And I've bugged him about making some stuff for my shows. So who knows? Maybe I'll get some cool stuff from him at some point I can incorporate. All right, let's see. What was I saying?
On your headset. That is an extremely good place to put your money into.
Okay, right there's probably a cut. I can just feel it.
Getting off the ground with it, you can start with something like...
Okay, getting off the ground with it was awkward, but then I kind of reiterate, you can... Right there. See how that feels?
Extremely good place to put your money into. You can start with something like a Blue Yeti. That's how I started. And if you mix it well and you record in a room without too much echo, because the Blue Yeti will pick up sound from far away, then you can get away with that. That's on the Blue Yeti will pick it well, and you record in a room without too much echo.
I think I'm going to cut the next part out to echo. Now, what's funny about this stuff, and I'll fill you guys in on this, is that all of my setup is in an office, and I have a green screen behind me, and my office is very much a useful space, let's say. So there's stuff laying all over the place. I've got cool lighting in it and things, but my wife's desk is in here too. I have a desk for my son. I've got a bunch of other stuff in this office. So because my desk is in the corner, I have a green screen behind me. If I turned my desk around, you could see the rest of the room, but it's kind of a mess all the time. So I'd rather not display that room. So what I've done is I've taken some pictures of the room next to the office where I have all the cool, musical equipment and stuff, and some other cool colored lights and things. And I'm using that as my backdrop. Now in future videos, I'm going to actually be able to record some of these videos in that room, but it doesn't include all the other things at my desk. So eventually that will be a live background, but right now in these videos it is green screen, and you can tell here when my hand clips through the right there, it clips through the edge of my camera.
Far away.
So a little inside baseball for you.
Without too much echo, then you can get away with that. That's on sale, $60, $80, $100 normally, somewhere in that range. If you want to go a little bit more, all you really need is something like this Rode that I have right here. This is my Rode Podcaster USB microphone. I do not use anything more complex than a USB microphone, because everything I'm able to do with my voice to maximize the quality of my voice, I can do in post. So, and this is what it looks like without the little fuzzy top pop filter thing. So this is it. This is it. It plugs directly into your PC. It even has
I feel like it sounds better without the pop filter.
Headphone out. And if I put my headphones on right now, I would be able to hear my.
Yeah, it is real. It is real. It just wasn't like actually behind me in the moment. But if I were to get a camera right now and walk into the other room with you guys, it would look almost identically like that. I've got like color lights and all sorts of stuff going on. So it's legitimately right there. It's right next to me. Yeah. In the future, I'm going to be standing and doing videos from that room, and I think I might hit it from different angles as well, so you can kind of see different aspects of the room. And you know what? Maybe in the future, I'll be able to clean this room up a little bit. I think I can move some of the extra just crap I've got laying around. Like, I've got so much office stuff, computer parts, and all sorts of things. And maybe I can move that stuff out and then make this room more appealing to look at. That might be cool. But then I can't do the green screen. You know what I'm going to do? They made an announcement. NVIDIA announced the ability to use digital effects to crop out your body from the background around you. And as soon as they add that into OBS, then I won't need a green screen anymore, and I will be able to set up my computer with the background facing the office, so you can see the other cool stuff in the office. But then I could also turn it into a green screen type situation. So maybe when that happens, I'll turn everything around. I'll have my desk flipped, and then you'll be able to see the rest of the room. That might be the way to do it. So I'll just have to wait till that rolls out. So future plans.
Which is super great and super useful, especially when you're working on enunciation and things like that.
Things like that. That's where I say things like that. Oh yeah, C and then V. That's right. The shortcuts. C, V.
So this microphone.
Stay right here. Delete. Move over. I wonder if there's a command for delete and combine.
160 range on enunciation and things like that. This microphone runs more in the 150, 160 range, if I recall correctly, 180 maybe. It's a bit more expensive, so I wouldn't recommend it as a starter microphone if you're not committing to that. But Blue Yeti would be great. It sounds great, especially if you speak close to it. It'll pick you up far away. This one dies off far away, but if you speak close to it, it'll work great. So speak close to it, it'll work great.
All right, how do I edit this part?
Especially if you speak close to it, it'll pick you up far away. This one dies off far away, but if you speak close to it, it'll work great.
All right, I'm gonna cut it right there. Cut.
So the other costs involve the software that you would need.
So start talking software. Move it together. Boop, boop.
Close to it,
It's a good thing jump cuts are fashionable right now
Other costs
because they're easy to do.
software that you would need to use in order to edit down your podcast. I have had the best experience of learning Adobe software because of it's complex, it's hard, and it's expensive. And I've been fortunate to work for a company where I have a license through the company, so I don't actually have to pay for it yet. At some point,
Is my voice mod stuff? My voice mod is not running. That's weird. Now it's running. All right. The other thing I'm gonna do is turn back the music on. Give you guys something to jam out to. All right.
hopefully, things continue to take off. I'll leave the company, be able to do this full time, and then I'll have to pay for my own subscription. But if you can get a subscription to Adobe, or somebody else who has one and they can share a login.
All right. So I need to clean this up.
So I don't actually have to pay for it. Podcast. I have involved the software that you would need to use in order.
So this could be cleaner.
Close to it, it'll work great. Other costs involve the software.
See.
It involve.
I can get rid of the cut. Cut. Combine. Yeah. That's right.
Involve the software that you would need to use in order to edit down your podcast. I have had.
Okay, I don't need to talk about this in this quick little video.
I have.
Podcast. Cut.
I have had experience of learning the best experience of learning Adobe software because of it's complex, it's hard, and it's expensive.
Oh, maybe I do need to keep all of that.
I have had the best.
All right, I can clean this up though. So that.
Have had
Clean that up.
the best.
Clean that up. Nope. Delete both of those. There we go. If you're comfortable answering, what do you do for your real job? Yeah. I've mentioned this a few times.
I have had the best experience of learning.
So in my real job, I work for a marketing firm and I do search engine optimization and other digital marketing type stuff. So I took on that job on purpose. So I did have I've had several previous careers. I've actually changed careers a number of times because I was in the music industry and almost got a record deal with a band, and then that never quite panned out. And so decided to move into a real job, and then worked and learned how to design boxes, like packaging, corrugated and foam, and did that, and actually got to a very high position in a very large company. And then the company went through a merger, and the other company was in charge, and I lost my job due to corporate downsizing, which is awesome, and had a non-compete for a year which basically covered the entire state of Florida. And my wife was finishing up her doctorate, so we weren't going to move anywhere. So I decided, okay, I'm going to change careers again. So I went from making a considerable amount of money to making less money than I'd ever made starting over. But I decided to start over in marketing and work with some startups. And then I ended up working with a marketing firm doing search engine optimization, and took on a bunch of lower paying jobs in order to learn as much as I could and get as far as I can with that stuff. It wasn't a punk band. I'd been in a number of different bands through the late 90s. I was in a bunch of like high school bands and things. Two main bands. One of them was like an alternative rock band, like a 90s alternative rock band. The other band was like a ska punk band. So I was in those, and I was in some other bands in college. And then I got married and had my daughter at a very young age and decided not to do that anymore because I wanted to be a dad and be home with my kid. And then had an opportunity playing in another band called Wooddale, which you can look up their stuff. It's aged. It's like 2004, 2005, 2006. I think you'll find it. It sounds like music from that time. But it was done, we wrote very specifically pop radio type friendly, indie rock type stuff. And, yeah, no problem. I'm happy to talk about this stuff. So we did that for a while. I started out in that band. It was actually my ex-brother-in-law's band. He was the singer and rhythm guitar player, and he needed a guitarist. So I joined on, and the idea at the time was we weren't going to commit like the previous band that I was in to really doing anything. It was going to be more of like weekends and stuff. And I was like, I can play some shows on the weekends. And then I switched over to bass guitar because we found some other musicians who could fill out the lead guitar and an extra like member who could do guitars and keyboards. So we could have 3 guitars. We have 2 guitars and keyboard, that kind of stuff. So I switched over to bass guitar because I'd played both. And that band, Wooddale, ended up, we met Jeff Hansen in, I think it was 2004, after Creed had broken up, and we didn't sound anything like Creed at all. But we met Jeff Hansen at a record store gig in Orlando, Florida, and he wanted to be able to hear us better because the sound was so bad at this little record store. So he got us in at the end of some other band's night. There were already 4 or 5 other bands playing that night on a Thursday at a little place called the Back Booth in Orlando. And Wooddale, Woodale. It's been a long time since I thought about that. It looks like Woodale. And yeah, I played bass guitar in that band. And so we went on at like 3 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday night for Jeff Hansen, who was the guy who managed Creed, who was one of the biggest rock bands in the world in the early 2000s. And by the end of our set, he was in the front of the stage, drunk, screaming, "You need to let me work with you. I have to work with you." And we were like, okay. So we worked with Jeff Hansen, who worked on getting us a record deal, and we spent 3.5 years touring and playing showcases, major label showcases. Yeah, I definitely need to save this. I think it just automatically saved it, but I'm gonna save it again. And all sorts of that stuff. And went to New York City, toured around mostly the South and the East, and wrote stuff, recorded a 5-song EP, and never quite got the record deal. We had a few opportunities that came up, but never quite got the record deal that we were looking for. So then things changed. So yeah, good times. Experience learning Adobe software. All right, what am I saying here? I have had the best experience learning Adobe software because of its software. Okay, I think I'm going to cut it here. Yeah, look them up. It's really poppy, like indie rock from the early 2000s. Think of it as that. You may not be into it today, but at the time we were shooting for a record deal because we were like, we need to make money doing this music thing, so we thought maybe that would work. It's complex, it's hard, and it's expensive. And I've been fortunate to work for a company where it's hard to make it in a band. The fact that you guys toured that far and much is even amazing. Wooddale. Here, I'll type it. Can't find it. Wooddale. Like that. Yeah, if you look on Spotify, there's music on Spotify. Let's see, what were the name of the songs? She's Got Away. That's a good one. The Ender. What was the end? The last song on the EP was called Keep Driving. Yeah, there you go. You found it. You can share the link.
fortunate to work for a company where I have a license.
Okay, I don't need to talk about that.
Hard and it's expensive. And I've been fortunate to work for a company where I have a license.
Okay, I don't need to talk about
And
it.
I've been fortunate to work hard and it's expensive.
Okay, I need to cut it there.
And I've been fortunate to work for a company where I have a license through the company, so I don't actually have to pay
Yeah.
for it yet.
I mean, we had a small fan base, and Spotify happened way later, years later. So Spotify definitely wasn't around in like 2005, 2006. Yeah, let me open that up. Oh yeah, that's us. That's the cover of the. This isn't our account. I don't know who made this account, but here. We'll put on the song. Yeah, people liked to, and in fact, we were pretty big in Japan. Yep, Japanese. There you go. You can listen to it. Jam out. So think like early 2000s. This is not the band. These are some Japanese guys. This is so weird. Yeah, I don't know who those guys are. Alright, I can't hear this. I'll just play a little bit of it. There's even violins. It's very early 2000s. Blue background and white font. I don't know who this band is. Alright, so there's that, and then there's, let's see, Wooddale High School. Yeah, that comes up in searches all the time. Wooddale Church. Got away. Let's see if that shows up anywhere. Here we go. Yeah, see these composites? Oh, dude, this was live at Murray Hill Theater. Well, holy crap, 9 years ago. I wasn't in the band. Oh, no, maybe I was. Hold on. Nope, I wasn't. That's not me. Yeah, that's not me. And the sound is terrible. Alright, try this one. Here we go. I'll turn it up a little bit. Yeah, that's hilarious. Japanese people made crazy videos about our stuff. We had a cover of, what's the Eurythmics song? Sweet Dreams? And it was actually pretty big in Japan. I don't know. Weird. So that's what it sounds like. Super catchy. I'll just let you enjoy when it kicks right back into the next verse. So, yep. That was Wooddale. Pretty crazy. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, if you do enough searching, you'll find all the weird Japanese creations of those. Of those. All right, where was I?
At some point, the company, so I don't actually have to pay for it yet. At some point, hopefully, you know, things continue to take off. I'll leave the company, be able to do this full time, and then I'll have to pay for my own subscription. But if you can get a subscription to Adobe, or you know somebody else who.
All right, I'm gonna go like here. I think that's a whole big section to chop out. Whoa, wrong button. All right, move it over.
It's hard and it's expensive. If you can get a subscription to Adobe,
It's hard and it's expensive.
you know somebody
Thanks.
that has one, and
Some good
if you
jams.
do a login, you can do it
Yeah.
that way too.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we very, very specifically wrote stuff to work on the radio. You can tell that there are influences from bands like Death Cab and I don't know, tons of other bands back then. I thought the music was good, but it was definitely on the catchier side. You know what? I'm gonna look up Sweet Dreams. The Sweet Dreams cover is really good. That bass line is actually really neat. Wooddale Sweet Dreams. Lyrics. Somebody quoted the lyrics from our song, which was a cover. That doesn't make any sense. Maps, shopping, more videos. It's not going to find it. Let's see, MP3? No, not MPC. That doesn't make any sense. Eurythmics. That's the song. Marilyn Manson. That's not us. No, I don't see it. I wonder if it's on Spotify. Spotify. Log in. Log me in. Hello. That's me. What am I doing? Don't edit profile. All right, here we go. Cover up, lady. Open web player. Do it. Do it, Spotify. Well, we'll at least get this one video done tonight. This is usually it doesn't take this long. Search. Wooddale. There we are. Yeah, this is the EP. Nope, no extra songs. Wah wah. Maybe. What was the name of the song? That's all that comes up. Podcasts. Yeah, they're not gonna have it. Sweet Dreams. Yep, not there. All right, let's go specifically to YouTube and see what happens. Oh, now, Sweet Dreams. Weezer? Weezer covered it? I think I knew that. All right, let's see, we'll put quotes around it. Say, it absolutely needs to have this word in it. Wooddale Village. Yeah, I don't think it's going to come up. Music. All right, try that in Google. See if we can find it. Yes, I graduated college. I have 2 bachelor's degrees, which is super weird. I got, this looks gospel? That's not a gospel song. That's not the band either. What the hell? This is, what is this? This is totally not it. If you try to look the song on YouTube, did not find the one with Japanese in it. Huh. That's so, why is there so much Spanish? What is this? This is such a weird amalgamation of stuff. Okay. View and listen. Listen and view. Indie pop band from Florida. Look at that. That was us. Can we listen here? Nope. It's whatever that is. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Song meanings, view. Let's see this. That gospel place stole your song. Yeah, right? Know something about the song? Add video. Nope. That's super weird. What else comes up? No, not that. Free streaming music. Maybe here? That's Matt. And some other guys. That was after I left the band. Oh, maybe? Log in or create an account. I don't think so. Is it playing? Might be playing. It's loading. The gospel place stole your song. Sweet dreams are made of these. Yeah, it's not going to load. This doesn't actually have it. It's got like... That one work? It's got a few different... Oh, Take Me Home Tonight. We did cover that as well. What? Log in with Spotify? I don't think that's a good idea. All right. I don't know the site. I don't know you, site. Get out of here. Yeah, now we're getting to weirder stuff. Google, you don't know. You don't know, Google. All right. One last shot at this. Okay, it's none of the Spanish ones. Can we do settings like must be English? No, you're showing search results in Spanish, Google. Hey, Google! What are you doing? Made of this? These. These. What's this have on it? We'll try this one. Oh, hello. I'm already a fan. No, thank you. Yeah, it's all in the same order. You notice that? It's gonna play? It's not gonna play. What is this? Last FM. Oh, maybe it's on Last FM. Nope. It's not. Wikipedia? Is there a Wikipedia article on us? Nope, it's a Hamlet in Coverdale. Yeah, this doesn't know anything. This was another unreleased song. I wonder if it's on Last FM. Oh, it is. I bet that other one doesn't show up because it's a cover. I bet that's what it is. All right, where's the band's page? What's on here? Download. Those are what? Search on Amazon? Don't get it. Can I? How do I can play this one, but I can't play those? Oh, look! Oh, it's pulling from YouTube. This is another one of those crazy videos somebody made. That's funny. All right, can you go to the next song? You can't, because you don't have it. Oh, yeah. They used our song on Tila Tequila. That's funny. We were also on... What was the one about California people? The one show about California people. I don't know. All right. I've spent too much time looking for this. Anyway, yeah. Good old memories. Fan base no one knew about. Yeah, right? Audacity, however, Durkheim can share a login. You can do it that way too. Audacity, however, Durkheim mentions here in chat, Audacity is where I started. I used Audacity at first. It is absolutely free. It is easy to use. There are all sorts of tutorials all over the internet on how to maximize your audio, how to balance audio, how to compress your voice. Vocal compression and vocal EQ is extremely important. We all have different voices. We all have different pitches in our voices. For example, I think that's good to keep in it. We'll go with that. Wish I could just nudge it over. There's not a command for it. For example,
my voice is best balanced with a little bit of a tweak up in the 100 megahertz range, and then another tweak up at the very end, the very highest notes of the spectrum, so you can hear the enunciation that sounds in my voice. But you don't want to overdo it.
Okay, speaking of sound, I didn't do this at the beginning because I wasn't sure I wanted to, but I think I do. So I'm going to combine. Okay, so I'm going to group, unlink these so I can just play with this. I'm going to group those. No, I want to, can I combine them? What's the best way to do this? Group them. And then edit clip in Audition. That's what I want to do. I use Adobe products, so Audition, which is actually opening right now. You'll get to see some of what I can do with that. Audacity is great though. You just have to. It's a little bit less fully functioned, and the effects and things that you can create are a little bit less refined. So sometimes it can take you a little bit longer to dial in the things that you are really looking to do, if that makes sense. I mean, that can happen on both platforms, but I felt like there were things that I could set up in Audacity that were like 90% of the way there. But I feel like when I use Audition, I have a better chance of setting things up in a way that like the if you use a variety of different filters and compressors and those kinds of things, they play nicer together, I think is what I'm saying. And there's more room to kind of fudge stuff, if that makes sense. All right. Come on, load up. Load up, load up. Yeah, it's a little bit limited, although it will do everything you need. It will absolutely do everything you need. I think really what it comes down to is in both softwares, I don't know why this is taking forever to load. In both softwares, media encoder. I don't need the media encoder right now. That's not what I need. Where are you, Audacity? Render and replace. I think it's trying to render. It's a very long file. That might be it. I don't remember what I was saying. My mind trailed off trying to solve another technical issue. So we'll get there eventually. Thanks guys for hanging out with me. This is fun. It's nice to have people to talk to while I work on stuff. Sometimes I just like put my head down and get stuff done. And it goes faster, but I also do it all by myself. You have to go? All right, Morgana. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by again. Hopefully I'll knock out a bunch of this stuff and I will have more time to there it goes. Play games and stuff tomorrow night. So, okay. This should be everything, I think. This appears to be just one file.
Like a Blue Yeti. That's how I started.
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I want to be able to edit all the files. So it turned this into lots of individual files. See, this is why I should have done it at the beginning. I wonder. New audio file. Say untitled. I wonder if I can do this. Copy. I can't paste it in there. I wonder if I can do this. Drag it in. Nope. If I could combine these all together. Nest? I don't think that's it. It's grouped. Make sequence. Get my audio channels. Field options. All right. That's not going to work for what I want. No. Okay. But here's the other thing I can do. Audio effects. Nope. I wanted effects. So effects for this. Eclipse mixer. Where are you? Audio effects. There we go. What I want to add is EQ. So graphic equalizer, multi-band compressor. Maybe one of those. Let's add one of these in. Effects control, editing. It was editing for sound. Nope, it's got to be effects control. Oh, maybe it's just for the track? I don't usually edit sound in... That work? I didn't do anything. Oh well. I'll mess with this later. Okay. Wait, you said the program you used is called Editor? No. The program you used is called, it's the Adobe one. I always forget the name of it. Audition. Adobe Audition for sound. Adobe Premiere Pro for video, and Photoshop or Illustrator for graphics. Yep. All right, well, I'm going to deal with the audio later. A little bit of a tweak up in the 100 megahertz range, and then another tweak up at the very end, the very highest notes of the spectrum, so you can hear the enunciation, the sounds in my voice. But you don't want to overdo it. A lot of people will push that too far, and then they sound like, and it just. But you don't want to. All right, I want to get rid of that. That's funny stuff. I think I'll keep that. I like when I do wacky stuff because I'm like, definitely keeping it. All right. Oh crap! I didn't combine them. Gotta remerge these. I'm gonna remerge all of them. Remerge all the things. There we go. Were they linked? Ungroup. Unlink. Link. I can't link them? What? That's annoying. I can link those. All right. Good enough. Geez, how much do all those Adobe programs run you? So you pay for a subscription, and it's a subscription to the Creative Cloud, and I think it's like $60 a month. I happen to have a copy, like an account through work, so I don't actually have to pay for this right now. This is one of the things I was explaining in this video, actually. So I don't actually have to pay for it right now, but this is one of those things that things like Patreon money goes to. I was fortunate to be able to buy a new camera for the stream. That's why the video quality on this is better than my previous recordings and streams, because I upgraded my camera. And thanks to you guys, thanks to any of you guys who are patrons or who have been patrons, that was money that I was able to put into upgrading my stuff. So that's very appreciated. Hopefully it makes even more interesting, better content for you guys as well. Yeah, but at some point, I'm hoping to be able to walk away from my main job and take the jump, and then at that point I will have to be paying for the access to it, or find somebody who's willing to share access with theirs. Yep. In my voice. But you don't want to overdo it. A lot of people. I cut out the wrong thing. Sounds in my voice. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that whole section out. So both of those. In my voice, but you don't want to overdo it. A lot of people will push that too far, and then they sound like, and it just messes it up. So just a little bit of stuff on that. I know I touched on a number of things. All right, now I'm about to wrap it up, I think. Just a little bit of stuff on that. I know I touched on a number of things. I believe that's the only real cost, though. So really just get yourself a microphone. think there.
So really just get yourself, just messes it up. So really just get.
I don't need the so. Scoot it back. See how that sounds.
Just messes it up. Really just get yourself
That works.
microphone. Put as much into a microphone as you can at first. Use Anchor and use Audacity, and then you will have absolutely sounds like Elvis. Absolutely the best experience you can from a cost perspective. So thank you, Lex, for that question. That's actually a very good question. It touches on a number of other things, and you'll notice that a lot of the information about podcasting often does touch on multiple other things. So because there's a lot going on there. So often does touch on multiple other things. So because there's a lot going on there.
All right, I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up. I turned off the music again. I'll turn it back on. All right, I think that's where I'm going to leave that. And do I want it? Do I want to record? So here's a question. Is it helpful to cut to a clip of me saying something like, thanks for listening, or thanks for watching. If you liked what you've seen, remember to whatever, or just let the title card do that. I think for these, I'm just going to let the title card do that. I want to see if that... I'm going to test out not doing it and see if that affects it or not.
Podcasting often does touch on multiple other things. So because there's a lot going on there.
I think I'd rather get them up sooner and re-edit them later and add that stuff in. I think that's where I'm going with this.
So another general question from Lex.
All right, so that's the next question. So what I'm going to do here, save this. So this is project 1. I'm going to save this as... hopefully. Come on, thing. Man, my computer's being slow tonight. Slow Puda. Well, it's just a save. Just want you to save a file. This crashed on me the other day, and I lost a bunch of work that I was doing on another video. I hope it's not crashing again. I mean, I did just save it, so... that's good. And look at all these. What are all the... oh, these are all the... oh, when I exported it out to... it turned these all into little clips. That's what that was. Yeah, I think it's crashing out on me. That's no good, guys. That's no good. Alright, this I'm going to copy, and I'm going to make a duplicate of it and upload it somewhere, because last time this happened, it lost the main video file, which is a pain in the butt. Actually, here, I'm just going to do this in Drive. This doesn't need to be on the screen because it's not even the podcast account Drive, but I just want to upload it somewhere so I can get it again if I need it. All right, less than a minute left. Uploading. Let it do its thing. And give it a few seconds. And then I'm going to have to force this to restart. You'd think, I guess these programs are so complex that they have problems sometimes. Arctic Penguin, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're working on editing videos, which are going to go up on YouTube pretty soon, about how to do awesome stuff with your podcast. And this is crapping out on me. All right, so that is uploaded. I'm going to restart, not the encoder. Oh, why did that work? All right, let's see if I can just close it. At least it didn't mess up the first time I hit save. It messed up the save as. Okay, that is definitely not closing. Premiere Pro. End task. Kill it! Kill it with fire! Murder it with magma! I just got back from my date with my girlfriend. How'd your date go, geek? Why are you not dying? I told you to be murdered. There it goes. Holy crap. That was way too long. Alright. This doesn't need to be as big. Hopefully stuff is still there. Please be there. Hello, Arctic Penguin. What's going on? Alright, podcast professor, 4 minutes ago. Oh yeah, I edited this directly on the template, didn't I? Alright, load it up. Hey, it's still there. Okay, good. Do I have my edits?
Thanks for that question. That's actually a very good
It
question.
does. Okay, good, good, good. Alright, so step one. Alright, I'm gonna... Let's just try it again. Save as. Here we go. Now it's working. Okay, Podlet was gonna be Podcast Pro 2. Actually, we're gonna make this 1. Because the other one... I'm gonna save over those other ones. It didn't save over it. That's weird. Alright, then we're going to... delete all of this. Move this over, and this will be the beginning of 2. Save as 2, because the next question comes up. I'm just going to cut each of these questions into their own video. I like your cat. Pretty cool. So are you interested in editing video and podcast footage? Because this is what we're doing. This is our night. Alright, then we're going to go back to Podcast Pro 1. Get rid of this. Alright, we've got all of that going on here, which is great. Then this guy is the closing thing, and then it goes to here.
Podcasting often does touch on multiple other things, so because there's a lot going on there.
Alright, I think that's good enough. You love this stream? That's awesome. Good. I'm glad this is entertaining and helpful. I'm gonna do more of these as I get more time, especially during the day. If I get time during the day, even during the week, like if there are days that I can shift my schedule and do my work at other times, then I think I will do more of this actual editing, producing, maybe even doing some of the podcast recording stuff. That's good. Yeah, that's awesome. I like it too, because I don't have to just sit in a room by myself. Okay, so I think this is the whole thing. It only lasts like 5.5 minutes.
This is a good question to address when you were first starting out, because you don't...
You love to see the
when I
podcast
started
recording?
podcasting 3 or 4
Very
years
similar,
ago, I
except
started
it's me
with
messing
Dragon
up
Show.
and then
I had no
redoing
idea
things
what
over and
it
over and
would
over
cost.
again
And the question
until I
here
get it
is,
right.
How much does podcasting usually cost?
All right, so anything else we want to add to this video?
Or you used to have to host your show on either an expense.
I could put images in.
You just don't always have $100 to throw at something that you don't know. That $100 extra cost. Start with something like Anchor, get some shows out there, see if that's working, and if you decide to move to another...
All right, so here's what I want to do. For this one, and this is the stuff that you can just fall into and take forever with. So here's what I'm going to do. Anchor FM logo. Let's see, which logo do I want? Is there a transparent one? I don't know if you are transparent. But you're probably fine. Oh, is it? It literally is pulling. This logo? Holy crap. This logo is that big? Man, they need to SEO the crap out of their website. Save image. Downloads. All right, this guy is going in here. All right, so this is going to get inserted into right about here. Holy moly. All right, that we need to change so that it is. Why does it do this? When does that go away? View, window. I want to see workspaces. I want to see. Nope. See, this is. I remember doing this in the past. I want to see the non-time code reference monitor. Reference monitor. Well, that's fine. That'll work. I'll put you over here. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. While I do this, I'm going to scale. Whoop, scale anchor down. I'm going to move it over here and up here. All right, anchor. I'm going to make sure this makes sense.
And if you decide to move to another location, you can always do that.
Okay, that doesn't make sense. So, man, I wish it. You can tell that I'm not super experienced with this program yet. Capture? Alright, so if I go into another mode, what's the difference between what is being shown here? What is this screen called? This screen is called something. But when I go to effects, it disappears. When I go to editing, it's still there. Alright, I'm just going to go to editing and not effects. That'll work for now. Okay, so anchor, and then I'm going to add in. Start typing text? No, that doesn't work. There's another way to do it. Well, let's make sure we have it.
There, see if that's working, and if you decide to move to another location, you can always do. Is that you can do it for free. Remove that. Always have $100 to $100 a year or more, depending on your expected volume of down. Always have $100 to throw at something that you don't know is going to work. The benefit of going with somebody like Anchor right
Okay, so Anchor pops up there.
now is that you can do it for free.
All right. So I want to put Anchor, and then I want to insert. Where was that? Add font from Adobe Fonts. Edit. Where is it? Clip? No. Sequence. Add edit. There's a way to do text, and I don't remember. Oh, it's down here. That's right. Text. It's that easy. Anchor equals $0. All I need to do to make it that much graphically more appealing, right? I'll scale it down a little bit. All right, and we can move it here. So that
Work. The benefit of going with somebody like Anchor right now is that you can do it for free. Remove that cost. Get rid of that $100 extra cost. Start with something like.
All right, so we want all of that to end right on the same frame.
Extra
Think
cost.
that will? No, it won't.
$100 extra cost.
Come on, match up. There it goes.
Right now is that you can do it for free. Remove that cost. Get rid of that $100 extra cost. Start with something like Anchor. Get some shows out there. See if that's working. And if you decide to move to another location.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk
always
about
do that.
is
Number one thing, hosting.
Oh no, don't do more text. What are you doing? Oh no. There we go.
2, your equipment. Your equipment is going to be either
Starting to get jittery. Why is it starting to get jittery?
free because you already have the equipment,
All right,
or
it's better
you're
now.
going to have to invest in it. Equipment is a tricky topic, I guess we could say. because if you're going with something you already have, if you're going with a headset, and mine's over on the shelf over there, then you already have a headset, but chance... All right, I'm going to put a picture of a headset up. So mine is a Corsair headset. Which one is it? Void Pro, that's what it is. It's the yellow one. Void Pro yellow. There we go. Images. Save image. Good enough. Drag it in. Alright, I'm gonna put this right here. You already have a headset, but chances are... Okay, so... it'd be better if it was transparent, wouldn't it? PNG. I don't think these images are transparent. That'd be my guess. Yeah, I don't think it is. I think they're all the same exact image. Well, I don't want to spend the time editing it, so good enough. Good enough for rock and roll. You already have a headset, but chances are your gaming head is over on the shelf over. If you're going with something you already have. If you're going with a headset, and mine's over on the shelf. All right, so I'm gonna put this about here. And I'm going to move it over here. Just going to put it there. If you're going with a headset, and mine's over on the shelf over there, then you already have a headset, but chances are your gaming headset or your VoIP headset or whatever it is that you happen to have in your home or at work that you can bring home to use is probably not the highest quality. It's probably not the thing that you really absolutely want to use for a podcast. The quality of your show is extremely important, especially in 2019. So you can start with just your phone or just a headset. But I would recommend if you get any... Okay, so the next thing we're going to add in is a Blue Yeti. Blue Yeti. Images. Yeti. PNG. Transparent. There we go. Let's do... There's one of... These look more podcasty. Ooh, that's the one I have. Nope, it's not the one I have. It's black. Mine is like a navy blue. But it'll work. Yeah, we'll just... come on. Your link is generated? What the heck? This is clip art? Really? Alright. You're going in here. You are going in here somewhere. Oh, yes! That is not actually transparent. Clip art. Yes. Clip art. That was a clip art website. Alright, we do not want that file. You are dumb. You're dumb. Alright, really, I'm down for whatever. Any of these that have transparency would be nice. A lot of times you end up having to edit stuff in Photoshop, but oh, that's nice. Is that actually transparent? Save image. Says it is. It's PNG file. Free download. Maybe it is. I don't know. Not doing anything. Clip art. Why you no download? Where do you go when I click on you? You go there. That doesn't look like clip art. I mean, it does look like clip. No downloads.
Oh, that actually downloaded. All right, let's see. These sites are such scams. All right, that one looks black in the back. I bet this one actually does work. Hey, look at that. All right.
And if you get any source of income that you can invest in a microphone, in just whatever microphone will be better than the one on your headset, that is an extremely good place to put your money into. You can start with something like a Blue Yeti. That's
Okay,
how I
that's
started.
it. That's it.
A Blue Yeti.
Bing, a Blue Yeti, and it pops up. All right. And what's the actual cost of a Blue Yeti right now? Blue Yeti. Shopping. Oh, sometimes they go on sale for less than that. Come on. 85 bucks. There's the mini. I've seen them on sale for way less than these. But sometimes they'll go on sale for less. All right, I'm just not going to worry about that.
That's how I started. And if you mix it well and you record in a room without too much echo, then you can get away with that. That's on sale, 60 bucks, 80 bucks, 100 bucks normally, somewhere in that range.
That's about right.
go a
It can go on
little
sale
more-
down to like 60, but normally it's about
All you
100.
really need is something like this Rode that I have right here. This is my Rode Podcaster USB
What's up,
microphone.
Durka?
I do not
How you doing, buddy?
use anything more complex than a USB microphone.
We're editing
Everything I'm
stuff. Okay, any other images that I'm going to need in this video?
in real time with no delay. But Blue Yeti would be great. It sounds great. Best experience of learning. At first, it is absolutely free. It is easy to use. There are all sorts of tutorials all over the internet on how to maximize your audio, how to balance audio, how to compress your voice. Sounds like Elvis. Absolutely the best experience you can from a cost perspective.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good on this video. This...
This is a good question to address when you were first
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is good. All right. Save. I'm going to start exporting this bad boy. Media. That took a lot longer than I expected for the first video, but we did get a little bit sidetracked, and I did have to fix a lot of technical issues, so the rest of this should go a lot faster. We want to do that one. We want to do... there are better ways to do these, but I'm just going to do YouTube 720 because that's what we are. 60 frames. Yeah, I think all of that is fine. Performance, hardware encoding levels, 4.2. I don't know if it needs that. Whoa, we just jumped to 4K. Alright, that's fine. One pass, that's fine. Target bitrate, that's fine. I think that's good enough. I could mess with the audio more, but I don't think I will. I think we're just gonna go with this. How's your night, Durka? How's things? Working on any future shows? Oh, sorry, Geek responded to something on YouTube and I missed it. Speaking of Stranger Things, if you have time, you should do an Upside Down podcast. Oh, dude, that would be great. I love Stranger Things. That would be so good. All right, so the next thing we need to do is make a thumbnail, and you guys can share some feedback on this as I work through it if you want. So designing a thumbnail for this, I've created a template for some of what I want to do, I think. I need it. Oh, I need pictures of myself. I need to find pictures of myself. The podcast played some Red Dead 2 Online for a bit. Oh, nice. I only played Red Dead 2 Online long enough to create a really crazy, skinny old prospector dude who runs around without any shoes, with overalls and no shirt, but wearing gloves. He's got crazy hair and a beard, And I rode around, I lassoed people off their horses, and dragged them around until they shot me. And then I did that over and over again for about half an hour. And then I was like, all right, I get it. That was fun. I need to play some more Red Dead. yeah, he's crazy old man. All right, I make too much stuff in here. Successful podcast. That's not it. Sound quality. Stop. Okay, here we go. This is one of them. Your best voice. All right, that's not what I want to do. I want to save as. This one's going to be cost of podcast. I'll just call that for short. Speech bubble. You're going away. All right, this is going to be what do we want to say? Okay, so we need something in a thumbnail. Isn't that what we all do? Yeah, probably, right? So I need something in a thumbnail that works for grabbing people's attention and still matches some of the content. So the thing I'm talking about in this right here, in this episode, is how much it costs to start your podcast. But the thing, yeah, put boobs in it. That YouTube loves when you put boobs in thumbnails. The thing that would make the most sense to really grab somebody would be to say something like the cheapest way to start your podcast, or almost free, starting your podcast for almost $0. It's how to start your podcast and buy only one thing, because that's really what I'm talking about, is that only needing to purchase one thing. Almost free. Yeah, people love free. Free is definitely for almost free. All right, so I need an almost free. I think that's good. And then like a, no, not that. Get out of here. Get out of here. And I need a big $0 like $0 question mark. Need something like that going on too. But make it like real big. And we're gonna drag these effects over to it so that matches. And then if I have an image of myself looking weird, that's what I need. There we go. Looking up and to the right. Like, really? Question mark is good. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this. I'm going to make this big. This is really the dinkiest, derpiest way to do this. Because I could just take a picture of my own face, but instead I'm going to edit this one. All right. I'm going to do this. And then go back to this. I'm going to add a layer. Boop. I'm going to, oh, I got to open that back up. I keep my bars in weird places. All right, we're going to save that. It's fine. And we're going to drop this guy in here. All right, notice the backgrounds don't match. Also, that image is really small in comparison. That's okay, because we're going to mess with it. We're going to do almost free. Put it below. And now we're just going to highlight only that. And we're going to be smart. How much tolerance can I get away with here? Maybe a lot. Okay. Let's the layer. See this line, this is tricky right here. Nope, that's not gonna work. Nope. Alright, this is where we need to drop the tolerance. Nope. I went bye-bye. I destroyed me. That needs to be a little bit higher. can go back and clean all that up later. There we go. You know, it'd be nice if I was in front of a green screen. Yeah, see, I don't want to delete all that. Okay. Oh, look at that face. Look at that. Oh, my ear's cut off. All right, maybe I need to go back and redo this a bit. I think I was too cavalier with my editing. As far back as it goes? Alright. That's fine. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Magnetic lasso. I hate having to draw around things, but sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes you gotta do it. That's working good. Working real good. All right. Good enough. Good enough for rock and roll. What we used to say in the band. Good enough for rock and roll. All right. Nope. 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 Back up. Back up a step. Back up a step. Why? It's funny when Alexa talks and I didn't say anything near the name. That triggers it. That's so funny to me. Would it help to have the camera on during these streams, or does that matter? Because it's actually easier for me not to have to worry about if I'm looking at the camera and doing stuff. No, I'm sorry, Dirk, I haven't. I've been so busy with other things. Between getting as much work done as I can and spending time with my son this weekend, and then dealing with my like brain stuff because of the MRI from my migraines. And sometimes I've just been feeling like, honestly, guys, I really wish I could have streamed more in the evenings this last few weeks, but there have been nights where I just passed out. Like the other night I passed out at like... So a few nights ago I only got like an hour and a half worth of sleep because for some reason my brain just doesn't work right. And sometimes I just don't sleep. And then because I don't sleep, I make up for it other times. And then I end up with migraines, and all you want to do when you get migraines is sleep. So my sleep schedule's super whack. So yeah, between all of that stuff, I just haven't had a regular schedule. I've been working more days from home, so I haven't had time in the car to commute, which is when I would normally listen to things like podcasts. So I'm sorry. I wish I had more time to do that and give you more feedback, but I just haven't had it. Doing okay. I got the MRI on Friday. I don't actually have an opportunity to set up a... Why is that not erasing? To set up... Yeah, look at that face. An appointment. That's super weird. Should be erasing. You are an eraser. You will not erase. I bet it's selecting something still. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. And as with anything, this stuff could take forever, or you can just try to knock it out. And, I mean, obviously this isn't perfect, but you add on enough other crap, and it looks okay. Plus, you can see like the like sleepy marks under my eyes. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a shot. I have a feeling you guys, having listened to some of my advice too, will be able to be a little bit more objective in your own listening, which is ultimately the biggest help, is to be able to do that. All right. So the other thing I want to do here is we're going to create some sort of outer glow. Oh, look at that. Not all the spots are clean. So we're going to go get rid of this. I'll get rid of that. Something here. Something there. There we go. All right. Now we don't want it to be yellow. Yellow doesn't make any sense. I kind of rather just have it white and opaque a little, or you know what, we can do like this. Doesn't need to be precise. Something like that. Now I'm basically Jesus. So there you go. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, thank you. I hope so. So my concerns with the whole migraine stuff is, if they find anything, it's probably not going to be a good thing. Worst case would be something like cancer. Next best would be things like a pocket of water in my brain or something dumb like that. Chances are they won't find anything though, and it'll just confirm that these are migraines and that it's genetic and there's nothing I can do about it other than medication or diet, those kinds of things, exercise. So probably have to double down on that stuff, which isn't terrible because, you know, being healthier is always a good thing. But it's also not a definite cure either, right? All right, so I think this is good. And now we're going to export it as Facebook's likes, YouTube. I don't care if this goes on Facebook. YouTube likes PNGs, and it doesn't need to be that big. So we're going to drop it in half. Think it's good enough. They run in your family too? Yeah, it's rough, dude. It is rough. Like 2 days a week, I'll just be out of it. And it's ridiculous because you guys are like, oh, robots must be a robot in order to get all the stuff he does done. But imagine having 2 days less time every week also, because you just spend those 2 days in pain and it's really hard to do things. And I still get all this stuff done, so you can't say I don't work hard for it. So I guess that's one thing, huh? All right, so there's our video. There's our thing. Let's upload it to YouTube. So I don't need these screens anymore. Boop, 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 boop. But I do need YouTube. And we're going to go here. Upload video. I spend a lot, well, part of it is enjoying it, but I think one of the things that I realized, being a very young parent, is that a lot of people think they have less time than they actually do. And when you spend the time to look at, where did I export the file to? Hold on. I think I exported it here. That's it. Yes, I think. That's not working well, is it? It's 251 kilobytes. Something happened when exporting this. All right, let's try this again. Media? Custom. All right, I'm gonna just put this back to YouTube. Let's do full HD. Export. I feel like that export went really fast. It did it again. Why did it do it again? Okay. Something's not set up right here. Wonder if I changed something I didn't mean to. Fit. Oh, here we go. This is it. Aspect ratio correct. Sequence in and out. Yeah, for some reason this edited. So this will change what part of the sequence gets exported. And for some reason it was just like that one little frame sequence right there. All right. This is better. Here we go. That's better. Hey Taz, what's up? How much does Adobe cost? It's something like $60 a month for the subscription. Max Headroom, lol. Max Headroom? Do I look like Max Headroom with my tie and my hat? That's awesome. I didn't think about that. Yeah, see, this is taking the amount of time it should take. All right, let me look this up. Hold on. Put this up in the corner so I can watch it. I forget. No, he's got the cool Max Headroom. Yeah, he does have okay. Sorta. He's got the bow tie with the white jacket. He wears a jacket. He also has the slick hair. And the glasses. So, maybe a little bit, but not really. Welcome to the stream, Taz. We're working on editing stuff. Editing videos and stuff. The lag timer? What the lag timer? Don't know. Don't know what you're saying. Not sure. Oh, somebody's King DDD. Man, he's huge on there. Walking around. So I finally got to the Pickle Rick episode. Last night I watched one episode with my wife before bed. Got to Pickle Rick episode of Rick and Morty. So good. So good. Pickle Rick is a badass. That show, brilliant. It's so smart. Alright, so this is like the bare minimum I could do for these videos. I could add an intro at the beginning. That might do... Oh, when the video stuttered. Oh, did the video stutter? Oh, when it repeated over and over again. I gotcha. I understand now. Yes, you should have been in the stream earlier when I couldn't get anything to play back right and everything was stuttering. That was the best. That was awesome. All right, almost ready. 90% there. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to need is the text from one of the other videos so I don't have to rewrite it all. Hacks. These are the hacks. Can you see that I look up Elder Scrolls things and Star Wars things and how to do stuff on Twitch things and podcasting things? Because those are all the suggested content. All right, so this is this video from earlier, but more importantly, has this in it. 99%. 100%. With other stuff. You're not done yet, are you? Now you're done. There you go. Alright. Public. Try the new to upload experience. Dragon. Huh. This is the new upload experience? It's got a cool animation. Alright, description. So the main question is, how much does it cost to start a podcast? Can you do it? Can you start for free? Is there, what is most important to put money into? Alright. So the main title is going to be something like a new OBS version. This is YouTube. This is the YouTube stuff. It does look similar to OBS though, huh? Alright. So titles is going to be something about starting a podcast for free. Start podcasting for free? Question mark? I need to say something else there. I need to say something else there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for inspiration. This channel, Alpha Gaming channel, is really good with stuff for Twitch. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Alpha Gaming because they know what they're doing. And I'm going to look at the way they name their files. Top 6 streaming devices, can't live without, I can't live without. Twitch subs are, how much will blah blah blah. Dear streamers, let's talk. See how these are, there's only so much room that fits in these. So, start pass free. Is it possible? I should capitalize all of free. That's the opposite of capital. There we go. Is it possible? You think that's good? Pat Flynn is another good source for information as well. Let me look that up. Pat Flynn podcast tutorial. Oh yeah, I've seen this guy. So what I'm looking for specifically with how to name stuff isn't about getting the information. It's more about how to this, and maybe this guy's good about it too. It's about how to do specifically things, specific digital marketing types of things. I keep thinking you to the right is live you. Yeah, that's not me. I'm just looking. I need to move that, huh? Here, now you don't have to look at me anymore. How to produce for best iPhone. See, and he doesn't have a ton of number. This one has a lot of views. How to make passive income online. That's money making ideas. How to start a podcast. See, look, this is good. In 2019. That's good. Very specific answers, a very specific question. Start podcasting for free. Is it possible? This song is dumb. I'm switching past that. All right, we're going to use one of these thumbnails I made, which I think I put here. Or there. It's bigger. Oh, we got to re-export it. Where are you? Photoshop. Photoshop. I did export it pretty large. And it doesn't need to be in like super high quality either. Doesn't it tell me? Oh yeah, it's just above 2. Alright, let's drop it to like 80%. That's much, much smaller. How about 90? Yeah, there we go. We'll drop that in there. All right. Start podcasting for free. Is it possible? How about, is it worth it? That's a good cheesy one. No, it isn't. It's not. I promise. I just exported it again. How big is this? Properties. 1.5 megabytes. Maybe it doesn't recognize it because it thinks it's the same file name. Rename 1. There it goes. File name. It assumed it because it's the same file name. He has a full checklist. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to go listen to his stuff. Tell you what, I'm gonna sub, and I'll get some notes and things from Pat Flynn. I do a lot of researching on all of this stuff, and then I try to implement a lot of it myself, and then I'm able to tell people if it works or doesn't. So this is going in Podcast Professor. This is, oh, I need to finish designing my end screens. We're going to tag this how to start a podcast, podcasting cost of starting a podcast, podcasting for free, free tools for podcasting, starter gear for podcasting, how to. That's already in the other tag, but maybe I'm not 100% sure how well YouTube divides the tags up. Podcast, caster, podcast. I think it's smarter than this because it's basically Google, but put it in just to be safe. All right, that's a good start. And end screen to this video. Oh, you know what? I edited that down with the end screen, and I don't think I need it because that's what I would upload that as, just an end screen by itself. Although, let me see. Let me see how this works. Because I haven't really done this before. Import from video. Yeah, I have to make it a video. Okay, so I'm going to want to delete this and re-export it. Yay! And you know what? I can export it as 720 because it is basically in 720. It'll look crisper that way too. It won't be stretched out 1080. Alright. Oh, and it shrunk it again. Look at that. Alright, re-exporting. I'm gonna have to export that one thing as its own video. Make a note. Export end screen as video. Alright. Note to self. Anything else here? Preview publish. I'm gonna swap out the video before I publish. Set as a premiere. This seems simpler, but I feel like I have less options also. English. This content has never been on TV. Category, not gaming. How to. Recording date. Today. Actually, yesterday. Is it past midnight? Yep, yesterday. Location doesn't matter. Comments and ratings. Allow comments. That's fine. Additional settings. That's fine. Alright, almost ready. Oh, am I gonna have to I can't go back to re-upload it. Son of a crap. Alright, let's make sure I've got all this stuff saved so I can reuse it. It's good to have like a scratch pad up on the side. What was my first podcast? It was the Dire Solutions League Dungeons and Dragons podcast. What's my favorite show as a kid? I guess it depends on what age. I really liked the Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters at one point. I liked a lot of shows as a kid though. At one point I was really into Transformers and G.I. Joe. I don't know. It's been a lot of shows. A lot of good shows over the years. What were your favorite shows as a kid? I know we're different ages, so as a kid is going to be a different thing. Alright, so let me see what this does. If this gives me the option to switch out the video. Skip. Because I'm looking for something. I can't remove the video once I've uploaded it, I guess. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to cancel this and redo it. Yay! I hate cancel game. I hate cancel thing. I hate cancel game. Alright. I'm gonna nope out of there. Nope, not there. Oh, it didn't even show that. We're gonna go to your channel. Oh, look at that. Skyrim boobies. Alright, upload video. We're gonna redo it from the beginning. I'm gonna try the new upload experience again. Thundercats, Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I love Ninja Turtles. I just turned 40 this year. Yeah. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah, I remember that. You're 15, but I do like the original Transformers and Stranger Things. Yeah, that stuff's pretty good. The real Ghostbusters was so good. It was so good. Alright. New one. This guy. A little bit shorter. I do like that animation. That's cool. Alright. Start podcasting for free? Is it worth it? Actually, I'm going to change how. Is it worth it? Alright. Good. Working so far. Working good. title. The title is in there. That is a title. New lines aren't allowed. What the heck? Technology? Oh, it's like pasted extra lines in. That's the problem. I see. There we go. You can't have space or an enter. 18 years younger than you, but into similar things. That's cool. Yeah. Well, you know, good stuff's good stuff. I do remember Heathcliff. That was a thing. Yes, I remember that. The first Ninja Turtles movie was like, that was definitely one of my favorites as a kid. I watched that movie so many times. I loved the Ninja Turtles in their rubber suits beating up the foot. I loved, you know, the Shredder. He looked stupid, but I loved it. And just the like the lines the turtles would say, like "Ninja kick the damn rabbit." Like I memorized so many lines from that movie as a kid. All right, I don't know that recording date actually matters, but maybe so YouTube knows it's fresh content. That might be it. We don't have an end screen to add. Public, that's fine. Oh, can you not schedule? I don't think the old one has a scheduling either. It'd be nice to do all the work and then schedule it to release on a certain day. You saw Ninja Turtles 2 in theaters? Yeah, Ninja Turtles 2 just wasn't as good. Just wasn't as good as the first one. Yeah, just, I don't know. I don't remember it as well either. I think that's part of it, is I watched maybe I was just older by then, and it just wasn't as interesting to me at that age, maybe? I don't know. Alright, tune in live. I'm just gonna say live every, because I do this on YouTube also. Every Sunday. There's the community. Stay plugged in. Got a cool shirt, cool hat. Got more about Robots Radio shows. Don't need that. I'm just gonna say live streams. Live streams dash. I'm gonna shorten it up. Vanilla Ice and Super Shredder. Yes, that's right. That was a thing. I remember that now. Yeah, a schedule. Maybe I'm not big enough at this point. I've got like 1,000 something subscribers on the channel. All right, I think this is good. I think that's okay. It's not, I feel like I can still improve it, but I could always edit it later. That's the other thing with this stuff, is that you can always edit stuff later. So sometimes just getting it out there is good enough. All right, I think we're done. It's still processing the video, but I think we're done. I think we're done for now. Video processing. Didn't I change? Oh, how? That was, I wanted to add in how. All right, this one's a draft. This guy can be deleted. I don't want to download the video. I understand. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. It doesn't matter if it's there or not. How? TMNT 3? I don't know that I ever saw 3. Tends to be big YouTubers and corporations that I see have a schedule. Yeah, I think you have to get bigger. After you get to a certain point, you can do that. All right, double save just to be sure. All right, let's look at this in the channel. No, I totally saved it. Totally saved it. There we go. Nice. Looks good. All right, guys. It's better that you don't see it. Yeah, it's crappy that those things went down. I think they realized that like kids would watch them no matter what, so the quality didn't have to be that good. But whatever. those 80s and 90s movies were kind of nuts. Man, it got late. Well, I learned a lot, and I had fun hanging out with you guys while we did it, and I hope you got some good extra caps. Do you guys check your points? How many points do y'all have? Let's see how many points I have. Points. 1,886. Hot. Hot. Now, somebody could eclipse me because I'm not always chatting away. One of you guys hung out in the streams long enough and chatted. You could have more caps than I do, which would be pretty cool. All right. I think we're good. I think we're going to call it a night. At least we got one done. Maybe I'll knock out... You know, maybe I'll make this a regular thing. Unless I have the opportunity to focus on a game. But if I need time in the evenings, I think I might make this kind of a regular editing stuff, creating things time. 100 points, yeah. I'm glad you love it. I hope everybody else likes it too. I mean, it's always fun to hang out. One of the main reasons why I stream is to just hang out with you guys and chat. So it's fun for me. It's always fun to play games, but sometimes it's just good to get work done, you know? So there's that. I don't know if these... So one of the things I'm debating is this text here. Does this text need to be here and is it helpful, or does it just clutter up the feed? I don't have it on some of them. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I think about that. Well, thanks, Tech. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. I'm just double looking at everything. Been fascinating. Most people don't read too much. That's true. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully these will start showing up in search, and YouTube will start putting them out there. I don't want to drop too many too fast, but at the same time, I want to be able to take the content that we did today and work it into other stuff, because I think that that's going to be helpful for people. So, I guess we'll figure it out. I bet my wife is asleep on the couch right now. Probably fell asleep watching some, like, home makeover show or something. Cuddling with the dogs. I feel like there was something else I wanted to do. Something else I wanted to do? I don't remember. Scare her awake? Yeah, that's a good way to keep a happy marriage. Hey, wake up! What? Nothing. Dude, I'm super proud of the way... Here, I'm going to show you that... I don't know if you guys all saw the one clip that I edited. This one. The way I edited this guy. And if you guys want to share this around, go for it. Here's... Well, there's a long link to the channel, but there's also a short link to the channel. So here's... If you're not already watching on YouTube, which probably some people are, that's the link to the YouTube. If you want to pull up this video... I'm pretty proud of the way I edited this. Oh shoot, 5 seconds. You just killed somebody else. Oh, hit him, come on! No! I got him! Oh no, I did get him. I did get him. I got Mustang gets a little call out. We did it. At the bottom. Holy crap. Yeah, editing stuff like that. Dude, if you guys could do some of that stuff with some of my content, that would be amazing. I would love it. I would love it if you threw together content that was silly like that and then shared it around. Anytime I do something dumb on a stream, edit the crap out of it. Like, clip it, download it from Twitter, send it to me with some sort of weird, funny thing. We can try and make it go viral. That would be awesome. So if that's something you want to dabble with, then go for it. There are a lot of free editing software. Let's see what else there is. Free video editing software. I've heard of a few of these. Blender? Maybe it was Blender. Lightworks. Some of these do almost everything that Premiere Pro can do. And you can learn them if you guys are interested. I don't remember the ones mentioned here. Oh, you know what? The other thing I want to do, I remember now. All right. The other thing I wanted to do was add in links to... Oh, you know what I need? I need affiliate links. Hey, Durka, welcome back. I need affiliate links to the products I talk about on Amazon. I'm going to make a note to myself. Affiliate links on Amazon. Make a few bucks when people buy stuff from my vids. It's easy to set up and I just need to do it. That's on the list as well. DaVinci, have you used DaVinci? All right, I can't edit it right now. So.
This is a good question to address when you were first starting out, because you don't, when I started podcasting 3 or 4 years ago, I started with a Dungeons and Dragons show. I had no idea what it would cost. And the question here is, how much does podcasting usually cost? So the cost of podcasting all comes down to a number of things that you need.
I think this is good.
Get off the ground. The biggest thing
I don't like this here. I was trying to incorporate a text program, a chat program that would show everybody on all the different platforms, but it takes up so much of the screen and you can't shrink it. I mean, I could cut it, but you can't actually shrink it. Why do I get doggies pop up? I'm not sure why the doggies pop up. Because nobody's using those emojis. That doesn't match that.
You just don't always have $100.
I don't quite get it.
At something that you don't know is going to work. The benefit of going with somebody like Anchor right now is that you can do it for free. Remove that cost. Get rid of that $100 extra cost. Start with something like Anchor. Get some shows out there. See if that's.
I like the quick editing.
Decide to move to another.
Just watching through one more time. Make sure I'm 90% happy with it.
2, your equipment. Your equipment is going to be either free because you already have the equipment, or you're going to have to invest in it. Equipment is a tricky topic, I guess we could say, because if you're going with something you already have, if you're going with a headset, and mine's over on the shelf over there, then you already have a headset, but chances are your gaming headset or your VoIP headset or whatever it is that you happen to have in your home or at work that you can bring home to use is probably not the highest quality. It's probably not the thing that you really absolutely want to use for a podcast.
Use the dog one?
The quality of your show is extremely important, especially in 2019.
I don't know of a dog one.
So you can start with just your phone or just a headset. But I would recommend, if you get any source of income that you can invest in a microphone, in just whatever microphone will be better than the one on your headset, that is an extremely good place to put your money into. You can start with something like a Blue Yeti. That's how I started. And if you mix it well and you record in a room without too much echo, then you can get away with that. That's on sale, $60, $80, $100 normally, somewhere in that range. If you want to go a little bit more, all you really need is something like this Rode that I have right here. This is my Rode Podcaster USB microphone.
China just dropped a nuke on New York. Yeah, I'm sure she'd love that one too.
Than a USB microphone, because everything I'm able to do with my voice.
So side note, because I'm 40 years old, I graduated college right before 9/11 happened, and I was young. I had a baby daughter and a young marriage, and I remember sleeping in that morning and my now ex-wife waking me up to tell me, "Oh my God, you need to come look at the TV." I remember this, and that was a legitimate thing. Oh my God, you need to come look at this. And yeah, I remember that. So that's not too far from the truth.
Maximize the quality
of what could happen
in post. So, and this is what it looks like without the little fuzzy top pop filter thing. So this is it. This is it. It plugs directly into your PC. It even has a headphone out And if I put my headphones on right now, I would be able to hear my own voice in my head in real time with no delay, which is super great and super useful, especially when you're working on enunciation and things like that. This microphone runs more in the 150, 160 range, if I recall correctly, 180 maybe. It's a bit more expensive, so I wouldn't recommend it as a starter microphone if you're not committing to that. But Blue Yeti,
Yeah, I didn't really understand what I was seeing when it happened.
Sounds great, especially
I mean,
if
I
you speak
planes flying into buildings,
It'll
but
pick you up far away.
what is this? Who is it? What does it
This one
mean?
dies off far away, but if you speak close to it, it'll work great. Other costs involve the software that you would need to use in order to edit down your podcast. I have had the best experience learning Adobe software. It's complex, it's hard, and it's expensive. If you can get a subscription to Adobe, or you know somebody else who has one and they can share a login, you can do it that way too. Audacity, however, Durka mentions here in chat, Audacity is where I started. I used Audacity at first. It is absolutely free. It is easy to use. There are all sorts of tutorials all over the internet on how to maximize your audio.
I didn't derp the editing yet.
How to compress your vocal compression and vocal EQ is extremely important. We all have different voices. We all have different pitches in our voices. For example, my voice is best balanced.
I love that guy.
A little bit of a tweak up in the 100 megahertz range, and then another tweak up at the very end, the very highest notes of the spectrum, so you can hear the enunciation, the sounds in my voice. But you don't want to overdo it. A lot of people will push that too far, and then they sound like this, and it just messes it up. Really, just get yourself a microphone. Put as much into a microphone as you can at first.
Yeah, that guy's great.
And use Audacity, and then you will have absolutely sounds like Elvis. Absolutely the best experience you can from a cost perspective. So thank you, Lex, for that question. That's actually a very good question. It touches on a number of other things, and you'll notice that a lot of the information about podcasting often does touch on multiple other things. So because there's a lot going on there.
All right. That was good. That was good. I'm happy with it. I'll give it my own thumbs up. Hey, if you guys, now that this is up, if you would do me a favor, watch the video, let the video run the whole way through, whether you watch it again or not, just let it run on your phone or your PC, and give it a thumbs up and follow while watching it. YouTube loves that. Newer mic boom arm? Yes, those are great. I love mic boom arms. They're the best. So if you guys would want to do me a favor, this will help get... Oh, wait, no, move to the next video. Don't go to that link. That's not it. This here, I'm just going to use the share one. Copy. All right, go to this one. Go there. Watch the entire video. During the video, give it a thumbs up and follow the channel. That will send signals to YouTube that a very high percentage of the early watchers of the video think it's good quality and want to stay on the channel. And if you really want to help me out here, go to the channel and click through some other videos. YouTube tracks that stuff. So they will see somebody watch this video and it brought them in to watch other content. And again, those are signals that will help the channel grow, and it will help YouTube think that this is good content that other people might want to see. So if you guys could do that, that would be amazing. If you also want to share that link anywhere, if you want to share it on Reddit, on one of the podcasting stuff you already follow, that's awesome. Thank you for already following. If you want to share it on Twitter or anywhere else, drop that link around. Let's get some people in here. And if we can get, a few dozen watches, then think it is good content. Well, thanks. Then it'll definitely help get this out there. And the more of these that I can do, and the more I can get out there, and the more that then you guys can help me out a ton with this. The more we can drive the algorithm to put this in front of other people, the more people are going to see it, the more people will like it, and the more it'll continue to grow. So thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out tonight. And I've got to get some sleep at some point, but I really appreciate it. If you are new to the stream, my name is Tom or Robots. Thank you, Tech, for following and liking it. if you have enjoyed what we're doing tonight. We don't always edit videos. In fact, this is the first time that I've edited videos on a stream, but I'm going to do more of this content in the future where I edit videos and even record podcasts live. And if you are into that sort of thing, I am also the podcast professor. So I'm here to answer any questions you guys have and help you guys out. So if you haven't already followed the stream or haven't followed, subbed on YouTube, wherever you happen to be watching, and you want to see more of it, then make sure you drop a follow, and I will see you guys next time. So thank you for hanging out, everybody, and have a wonderful night. Hope this week goes well. If I can, I will be back on tomorrow night, but I think I might try to get a special guest to show up for a Fallout Lorecast episode that I might be able to record tomorrow night. I can't promise anything because I was hoping to knock something like that out this weekend, and it didn't happen. So maybe I could get that to happen. Maybe you guys could watch a live guest episode of the Fallout Lorecast being recorded. So see if I can figure that out. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful night. I will talk to you later. See ya.